Hello everyone, it's Eon here. I wanted to go back and try to catch up on our fantasy for the month of October. I'm introducing a few new ones as well that I just found out about, like Big Bad Evil Guy. Never done this one before. Big Bad Evil Guy has Ethel, the Endbringer, and this is the October release. Codex Universalis is new to my video as well. I like the look of these models. So this is by Codex here, and we can see the various models that they've released this month. Their models have like a carved from stone look that I really like. Various weapons and hand options for your characters. This guy looks happy to be there. And then we have two mounted on lions riders. Notice one has a flail and one has a sword. And they're designed so that these two can line up together, as you see here. They also released you some training dummies so your guys can practice, as well as some bases. Crippled God Foundry has a special free STL bundle that you can go and grab on their Patreon. I'll make sure I include a link below, as I always do, but make sure you go and check that out for the month of October and grab a free STL. Dungeon Classics is a Patreon that is new this month, and so I put the new marks here. I've already done this before, but I'm going to do it again because I want you to get in now for that $5 lifetime pledge if you have any interest in this miniature, in these miniatures at all. Here's what you get for the month of October, as well as the welcome pack, of course. You get a Banshee and some Ash zombies, a carrion crawler, and 3 various gelatinous cube sculpts. You have 3 sculpts of some ghouls and an iron golem, 3 sculpts of sturges, 3 sculpts of twig blights, a dire wolf. I'd print off 1 or 20 of them, and 3 various wraith models as well. Again, well worth checking out. I know I've already covered that, but I just want to re-emphasize it for anyone watching. You have about a week, maybe not even that, to catch advantage of that $5 lifetime fee. Ghamak has released some images of their October 2024 release. So here is that release in all of its glory. Some dwarves, a diorama, some human melee weapons, as well as some orcs. Just to review what's released this month. New to my video per viewer suggestion is Moonlight Minis by Christine Van Patten, and the October release is Daughters of the Deep. Now, Mr. Modulork is more sci-fi in my book than fantasy, but some of these miniatures can double into fantasy, and I wanted to make sure that you were aware of his releases. So we're going to start from the beginning with the Zomborgs. Now, you could tell there's one with a gun, and in my book, gun is sci-fi, but some of these could pass for fantasy. Here we have De Jefe, or De Jeff. We have some Zomgobs. Those boots may not be exactly fantasy. Those belt buckles may be a bit big, but some of them could work. Release 4 was Jazzork. Kind of fantasy, maybe. We have some bloat orcs. zombies usually fit. Then we have Busta, release number 6. Release number 7 is The Rat King, and this one I don't really see anything that says sci-fi. Maybe some of the rubble, but that could be for as well. And then we have Daxon with a crossbow and a knife. Nothing too advanced about that. But the reason I put all of this in here is all of these characters, and probably some more, are put in a set of free rules on my mini factory by Mr. Modulork, Modulorka Zombies. So go grab these free rules, and if you subscribe to Mr. Modulork, then you can print off these miniatures. Next up, we have RNE Studio, and I'm a bit confused about their Patreon. I'll be honest, trying to understand exactly what they have here. So they released these images of October releases, and apparently these are releases for the Patreon. And I'm not sure if I think they differentiate between the Patreon and the Tribe. And there's different releases, but this was the Western RPG. This is classic JRPG, as in Japanese role-playing game, like, you know, Final Fantasy, those types of games. Here we have the anime series Volume 20, all of which come from characters of My Hero Academia. And for the champion tier, I think is what they call it, we see these as well. Again, I'm pretty sure that's what they had for October. Again, I'm a bit confused as to what it is, and if anybody can explain to me, I'd appreciate it. Threat Factory is new to my video, and I saw it mentioned, and so I said, let's add it in. And these are pretty nice little miniatures. This is Vampire Spawn for the month of October. A carriage and a few different vampires, some bats and horses. And all of this is apparently $5. Now, new to my videos, but not new, is Wargame Atlantic. If you're not familiar with Wargames Atlantic, they actually released miniatures first and then went and started selling them online. And you really get a lot of bang for your buck with them. And they have various tiers, and we're going to look at the more fantasy and sometimes medieval Renaissance era miniatures. They do a lot of real world miniatures. So these are the Creasy Agincourt Genos crossbowmen. I know I butchered that, and I apologize. These are the Ethiopian infantry at Adwa. These are Josian Guard archers up on the top left, and then we have some Assyrian armored spearmen on the right. We have Menelik II, the Emperor of Ethiopia. A Hittite chariot. Burgundian serpentine cannon. Black Brunswicker field artillery. Notice these are ancients, these are Napoleonic, and all sorts. If you're interested, if it has guns or more modern, then I put those with the sci-fi. Anyway, that's just kind of updating us with October. I know it's not that much because we've covered most of it already. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.